Good afternoon, South Atlantic Conference, and all of our supporters all over the United States. Welcome to our youth and young adult virtual camp meeting, Hope Beyond the Headlines. And you have arrived at our current events and hot topics round table. I'm a little sad because today is our last day, and we have had a good time this week. We've had good icebreaker discussions. We've had good current events and hot topic discussions. And I believe that we have blessed the young people of the South Atlantic Conference. As you check in today, let us know where you're from. Let us know where you're watching from. We'd be honored to hear from you. We want your input. We want your feedback. So just check in today. Let us know where you're from. I am Dr. Donovan Washington, the youth director of the South Atlantic Conference of Seventh-day Adventists, and it's a joy and an honor to serve you in this capacity. Stay in touch with me. Follow me on all social media at Pastor Donovan. I'm on everything, or you can shoot me an email from time to time and stay in touch at dwashington@sacsda.org. Fayetteville is already checking in. Sister Red, thank you so much for checking in. And my friend, the new boss of the South Atlantic Conference office, Sister Ortrine Gordon, thank you so much for checking in with us. And others will check in a little later on. My good friend, Richard Watkins, just checked in, the esteemed elder and cowboy fan from the Ebenezer SDA Church in Augusta, Georgia. Thanks for being with us, my brother. I really appreciate you being here. And we'll check in with some other people a little later on. Before we bring in our special guest today, one of our young people here in South Atlantic, I want to show you a video from Oakwood University. Oakwood is very special to me. I'm a graduate of Oakwood University. I think it's the best school in the nation. They called me recently and said, Pastor, can you promote our school at your virtual camp meeting? And I said, absolutely. Let me let you know right now, Howard and Spelman and Morehouse and Harvard and Princeton, they don't compare to the great Oakwood University. So why don't you enjoy this video as we share a little bit about Oakwood University.
This is Oakwood University, a place where we put God first. Founded to provide the gift of knowledge and love to a world in need. Come study the world's troubles and solve them, like Dr. Milton Brown, who discovered healing medicines. Students come from across the country, from around the world, who want to enter to learn and depart to serve. Spend your years traveling around the world. We said we are leaders, so we lead. We stand out. We hear something is impossible, and we do it anyway. Everything we do it as a team. Together, everyone achieves more. Together, the team accomplishes great feats, beyond what any one person could do. Experience Oakwood, OU, the Oaks, Oakwood University. After 120 years, we can never forget why we're here. We enter to learn and depart to serve. To put God first, that is our way forward. Success is in our roots. Come to Oakwood. Come create and calculate. Shatter both records and social norms. Build improbable technologies and impossible futures. Unleash masterpieces and birth dreams. Come because there's much to be done out there and to be undone. Come find out everything of which you are capable. Come believe in someone greater than yourself. An experience unlike any other awaits you here. Here is a place where your dreams can call home. Creative ideas await your strength. Come, answer this call. Join this family of believers and achievers. Put your grand imagination to work. Come, let your vision rattle these walls and help move the world forward. Come to Oakwood.
We are inviting all young people to come to Oakwood. Make sure you check out their website and visit and get more information about Oakwood University. Sister Horton, welcome from New Life, Rock Hill. My good friend Frederick McLean, welcome from Durham, North Carolina, the Emmanuel Temple Seventh-day Adventist Church. Thank you for all your support this week. Hello from Montgomery, Alabama. Sister Cook, thank you for joining us from Alabama. Sister McCarthy, hello. Welcome from Solid Rock in Walterboro. It's a pleasure to see you again. One of my former churches I was an interim pastor at. Welcome, Sister McCarthy. Nicole, I agree with you. It is Friday, and it indeed is a holiday weekend. Welcome. Thank you, everybody, for checking in, and thank you for being here with us. Now, before I bring in our guest, there's one more thing I want to let you know. Tomorrow morning at our 11 o'clock service to end our camp meeting, we will be having a youth and young adult service. But if you've been with us all week, we've been on the main South Atlantic YouTube page. There's going to be a brief change tomorrow morning because we're going to be running simultaneously with the adult service. We're going to be on the Youth Ministries South Atlantic page. So if you've been watching us on YouTube, make sure you go to that page and subscribe. If you're looking for us, that's where we'll be tomorrow morning. We'll be on the same Facebook page. If you're on Facebook, you're fine. But if you're on YouTube, you got to make sure you go to the Youth Ministry South Atlantic page to make sure that you're a part of the program. Sister Melba, hello. Welcome. Rodney, good seeing you, man. Thank you for joining us all week. I like how you say that. Happy Preparation Day. Looks like the folk in Charleston still keep the Sabbath. Sister Howard, welcome. I don't know what kind of emoji that is. I think it's a hand clap or a wave. So welcome to you and your children and family. Sister Smith, welcome from Marion, South Carolina. Sister Cook, welcome. Yes, Mount Pisgah, Tuskegee, and First Union Springs. Let me tell you something in Alabama. Pastor Cook used to be my basketball coach. He was one of the best basketball players on the Greensboro Pintos. You tell him I said that. And the Cook family is very special to me. And you tell him I said hello and welcome to the ministry. Well, I know someone else who knows Pastor Cook, and that's our youth guest for today. Joining the round table, we have here with us today none other than Chloe Green. Chloe Green is a young person living in North Carolina, and we're going to turn to her right now to hear a little bit more about herself. Chloe, take the floor, greet everybody, and tell everyone a little bit about yourself.
Okay. Hi, everyone. My name is Chloe, and I'm 15 years old, and I'm actually homeschooled, and I attend to Calvary Seventh-day Adventist Church, and I love basketball.
Wow. Who's your favorite basketball player?
Well, I just love all. I love the Hornets.
Okay, you love the Hornets? I do too. I'm from Carolina too, so we share that in common. And you like to play basketball as well, don't you?
Yes.
Good. You want to give a shout out to any family members who are watching right now? Anybody who may be in the room with you?
I want to give a shout out to my mom for helping me get on, and a shout out to my aunt Tangi and the pastor, Pastor Cook, Uncle Nate. And I'm going to give out a shout out to my Uncle Prince as well, who is the elder at his church.
All right. Well, thank you. Thank you so much for joining us today, Chloe. Chloe reached out to me, her and her family. They've been watching all week. They said, can she participate? And in South Atlantic, the young people can always participate. And we're grateful that we have young people who want to be a part of it. Chloe, all week long, we've had our icebreakers. And today we have another icebreaker. Everybody get ready to contribute. We want to hear your feedback on this. It's a holiday weekend. The 4th of July is coming up. Some people have done away with the 4th of July and traded it with Juneteenth. And I fully support Juneteenth. But I know y'all still cooking out. I know y'all are. Everybody on here, ain't nobody going to protest that much where you're not cooking out. Cooking out It's part of the Black tradition. Chloe and your family, y'all cook out sometimes?
Fish fries, chicken fries, everything.
Mercy, she said fish and chicken fries. Listen, I need to come to Jacksonville ASAP. They got that good fish. Good fish.
My mom makes the best chicken.
Oh, she does?
Yep.
Okay. So good fish and chicken. I have heard the word. I am looking forward to coming to Jacksonville and check that out. So with that being said, let everybody know it's icebreaker time, everybody. Just to get us talking, our top 5 today is this. Top 5 cookout essentials. Okay? Top 5 cookout essentials. All right? These are things, in my opinion, that you have to have at the cookout. All right. And as always, and Chloe, you've learned this week. My list is the perfect list. My list is the list that's undebatable. So we're gonna go down my list one by one, and here are the top 5 cookout essentials. Number 5, you gotta have a cooler and some ice. Okay. There's nothing like hot drinks at a cookout. You can't have no hot drinks. Everything has to be nice and icy cold, ice cold. It is inexcusable to go to a cookout and have hot drinks. The stuff is just messed up. No, we don't want hot drinks. We need it in the cooler. And listen, let's be honest. Y'all need to get off some of this soda and stuff. A nice icy cup of water, that tastes good to me. Or some water in a bottle in a cooler, you got to have ice at the cookout. Number 4, and some of y'all may laugh at me about this, but at a cookout, I don't want to come to your house if you don't have to-go boxes, okay? I need the little styrofoam to-go boxes, okay? So if I'm your guest, when I'm ready to go, I can fill up about 4 or 5 of those, and the pastor can take it home with me, okay? It's a sad day when I'm trying to take your food in napkins. I'm trying to take your food in little plates. I need the to-go boxes. Number 3, if you don't have anything at cookout, the standard food you got to have, Chloe, is burgers. You got to have burgers at the cookout. Now, you may have veggie burgers. You may have grillers. All right. You may have your regular burgers, but you need burgers at the cookout. And don't cook nothing rare. I need them burnt. Okay. It's not a cookout if the burger's not burnt. All right. Here we go. Number 2. Now, I should have put this number 1. At the cookout, you got to have manners. Okay. You got to have manners. And I need people practicing hygiene. I need some thermometers in the meat. I need some gloves. There's a lot of people around there. I don't need you dropping stuff on the floor and putting it back on the plate, okay? Also, I don't need you jumping line. The ladies should eat first. Come on, say it, man. Let the ladies eat first. Let's make sure we take care of the kids too. If you want to keep all your fingers, I don't need you touching my plate. It's plenty of food for everybody. Don't come sampling food off my plate. You gotta have manners. And watch this. Here it is. And the number 1 thing you gotta have at a cookout is tater salad. Now notice I didn't say potato salad. I said tater salad. That's North Carolina right there. Sister Gordon, I need tater salad. And not with no raisins in it or breadcrumbs or celery. No. Little egg. Come on, somebody talk to me. Little mustard, onion. I need potato salad. It's not a cookout. Now, if you got macaroni salad, I'll give you a pass. But I need potato salad at a cookout. Other than that, you just having burgers and stuff. But we need potato salad and a cookout. Chloe, our 15-year-old guest, dynamic young lady, give me your input on the list. Is this the perfect top 5?
Yeah. Well, yeah, technically.
Wow. I got to have you on every day. You agree with me. Break down what you like about the list.
Everything. I love everything. Of course, we have to have the ice box.
Come on.
For drinks. And of course, number 1 for potato salad. We have to have it. And manners, of course, manners.
Gotta have banners.
Yes, we have to.
Mm-hmm.
And everything looks fine up here.
Wow. Anything you would add to the list, Chloe?
Hot dogs.
Okay. Hot dogs. What number would you put hot dogs?
So I'll put it at number 4.
Okay.
Number 5.
Well, listen, hey, I'm not taking to-go boxes off the list. I'm not. No way. No way. Let's see what the people in the chat have to say. Sister Red says watermelon is missing. Uh-oh, that's a country girl right there. I don't know if watermelon makes my top 5. And listen, I'm gonna say something blasphemous. I don't like watermelon. I don't. Chloe, you like watermelon?
I love watermelon.
Nah, give me a pineapple, give me some grapes, give me an apple. I don't like. I know y'all gonna take my black card, but I don't like watermelon. Sister Melba says baked beans. Now listen, that almost made the list. That may be number 6 because Melba, you know this: baked beans and potato salad go great together.
Yeah, that's what you forgot.
Go great there. I like it when they touch each other and mix a little bit. Okay, so baked beans and potato salad go great together. Look at this, Sister Cook. You agree with me? Look at that. Potato salad. Yes. Now, Sister Dixon says condiments. Condiments is a given. If you go to a cookout and they don't got no ketchup or mustard or hot sauce or 57, what kind of cookout is that? That's old dry cookout. So I shouldn't even have to put condiments on the list. Look at this comment. Sister Dixon says, who's cooking the food? It's number 1. Are you in the room? Come on camera and give me your input on that. Come on camera.
I get no camera, but yeah, food. Let me see. Who's cooking the food? Most definitely.
That's number 1. That's number
1. Because if you don't have the right person cooking the food, nobody
right.
You know, blacks will ask who is cooking the food.
And since we don't need nobody on the microwave, do we? No, we don't want microwave food.
No, sir. And then a real charcoal grill.
Okay. I like that. Good input. Sister Melva said, we finally agree. All right. All week long, she's been disagreeing with me, but we finally agree. Bert McLean said number 4 for sure. Let me tell you something. I'm going to go ahead and make it right now. I'm going to move to-go boxes up to number 2. Okay. It's not a good cookout without it. And look at my Adventists coming in. Big Franks. Now, of all the veggie meat out there, a good Big Frank with the right toppings, that hits the spot. You ever had a Big Frank, Chloe?
Yeah.
Now, Chloe said, look, why am I eat a Big Frank when my family good at cooking fish and chicken? I'm not eating no Big Frank, and I agree with you right there. To-go boxes, really, you better get some foil and keep moving. Now, listen, Sister Keisha, foil gets the job done. I will not argue with foil. It gets a job done, okay? To-go boxes, we need to take of some of that good food. Yes, Sister Dustin Howard agrees with me. Sister Gordon got a good laugh out there. We welcome the Ebenezer Church for joining us today. Let's see what else we got here. Thank you for joining us from Ebenezer 7. Our musician, Brother Moore. Thank you for joining us. Okay. Somebody said taco salad. What you think about that, Chloe?
No, it's my mom was trying to say tater salad.
Okay. Tater salad. You got it right. I thought she said taco salad. We're about to kick you out for that. Okay. All right. I will go with number 1 for sure. No raisins or breadcrumbs. I don't need no celery, no carrots. I don't need no oranges in my potato salad. Okay. We need regular potato salad. And here it is. Look at Sister Hendricks from Savannah. She said beans, deviled eggs, and potato salad in to-go boxes. That's a pretty good list, Sister Hendrick. Pretty good list. My wife checks in and said, what about dessert? Listen, I am not. Chloe, does dessert have to be at a cookout?
No. I mean, if it's a birthday party.
Yeah, but not a cookout.
No.
Not a cookout. I disagree with my wife. I think if I go to a cookout and you got a good burger, some good fish or chicken, you know, even some veggie stuff, potato salad, beans, and a nice cold drink, I think we're good to go. I think we're good to go. I'll take about 3 or 4 to-go boxes just off that. Rosemary Graham, hey, Rosemary, checks in and says, homemade ice cream. There we go with the desserts again. And listen, I don't need homemade ice cream if you got some Briars, some Bluebell. We'll get the job done with that. Nicole said baked beans need to be added. I agree, but I just don't know what I'm going to take off. And here we go with the watermelon again. People making everything about the watermelon. Sister Red says, shame on you, Pastor Washington. No watermelon. Y'all gonna mess me up with the watermelon? Y'all gonna mess me up? Chloe, if you come to my cookout, I gotta have watermelon there.
No.
All right, then. There you go. There you go. Let's look at Rodney Johnson's list. Hot dogs, hamburgers, number 1. Number 2 is music. Now, Chloe, we ain't heard music yet.
Oh yeah, music. We do need music.
Okay.
Music.
Potato salad, games. Now, listen, I'm getting older now. I don't need to play no games at the cookout. Nah, y'all can do that all you want to.
That's for kids.
Yeah, that's for kids. I'm gonna sit. Look at the 15-year-old said that's for kids. I'm gonna sit down and eat. To-go boxes, water juices, and a fruit tray. Listen, I'll be honest with y'all. At a cookout, I don't even need the fruit tray. I don't need the fruit tray. Now, here's somebody saying macaroni and cheese at the cookout. At the cookout, I don't know. For Jamaicans, we'll stop out potato salad for roast breadfruit and fried plantain. Well, I'm glad this American holiday. You can keep that, my brother, at the cookout. But I know it's delicious. I've tried both of those things, and they're definitely delicious. Let's keep going and see what people have to say in the comments. And we're gonna wrap up soon because everybody's in there. People run out. Let's see what else we got. Somebody said hot potato salad. What is that?
What?
Y'all like hot potato salad?
No.
Are you putting that in the microwave? What?
I don't know nothing about no hot potato salad. And no, Richard Watkins, we don't do no watermelon. No, not at my house. I'll give you some pineapple. I'll give you some mango, some honeydew, some cantaloupe. But I can't do the watermelon. Watermelon has no taste to me, you know. It has no taste. All right, let's see what else we got. Just bring a salad and fruit salad for those who want raisins, oranges, and celery. I agree. And dessert is a bonus. Now, it's the icing on the cake. If you go to a cookout and they have dessert, it indeed is a bonus. And to be honest, Sister Cook says watermelon is the dessert at a real. Now, I agree with that. Watermelon is a dessert at the cookout. Rosemary Graham, you're going to get both of us fired. Beef barbecue ribs. Ooh, woo. You had beef ribs before, Chloe?
Yep. My aunt said ribs.
Okay, ribs. Now, beef ribs. We don't support the swine, okay? You go to Chili's for that. We don't support the swine on this Adventist network, okay? If you're cooking pork ribs or anything pork, stop it. That pork ain't good for you, okay? We don't support that. Richard Watkins said fruit salad.
No.
That's a no. That's a no. Now, Melba's clarified the hot potato salad. It's simply not refrigerated. So not cold potato salad. I don't know about that. I need a little chill.
Somebody's going to get sick.
Yeah, that sounds like salmonella or something like that. I can't do that. Now, what is this, Tony? Baked beans with veggie crumbler? Nah, I can't have none of that. You talking about like some grillers chopped up in it? Okay, I don't know about that. Okay. And then my daughter comes in and says, you forgot hot dogs. Listen, I'll take a burger. I think a burger is superior to a hot dog.
I'll take both.
Okay, Chloe, let me ask you something. You go to a cookout, just to prove my point. You go to a cookout, Chloe, and they got all hot dogs or all hamburgers. Which one would you prefer?
Both?
No, but if you can't choose, there's 2 cookouts. One got all hot dogs and one got all hamburgers. Which one you going to?
I really like hot dogs, and I really like. This is a hard decision. Maybe I guess.
Come on, say it. You know I'm right. Go ahead and say it.
I want to say hot dogs.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
Ew.
All hamburgers. That's where it goes. All hamburgers. Let's see what Sister Rock has to say. Line dancing. Oh my goodness. Your Sabbath school teacher told you that? Nah, we can't do the line dancing. And then here's somebody, good old Adventist, saying veggie dinner roast. I don't know about that. Okay. So once again, to recap my list, you got to have the cooler. You got to have to-go boxes. Got to have burgers. You got to have manners. And you got to have potato salad. I'll give my wife the last word. It's not a cookout without burgers and hot dogs. Chloe, what you have to say about that?
I agree.
Okay. Well, this was a good icebreaker. You can continue to put your comments in the chats. What do you think about this icebreaker, Chloe?
It's perfect. Just might have need to add the hot dogs. And
what else?
And baked beans.
Okay, hot dogs and baked beans. Okay.
That's it.
So I hope you all have a safe 4th of July. 4th of July has kind of been exposed as a fraud holiday because our people weren't free either. But we do take time to cook out. And so if you cook out, enjoy your cookout. And I don't mind if you do 4th of July in the name of Juneteenth and in our people. Amen and amen. That was fun, everybody. That was fun. Well, let's go ahead and jump into our main topic today. And today we are going to talk about social media. Social media. Today, I want to take the time to share with you what social media is all about and how the different platforms work. So many people don't know all the social media platforms out there. And we're going to cover the most popular ones today and get you to understand the dangers to some young people in dealing with social media. Let me go ahead and say this from the very beginning to all of our parents. It's very, very important for you to know what your young people are doing. Okay? You can give them privacy, but if you give them a smartphone or a computer, you are committing malpractice as a parent if you don't know what's going on it. Look at Chloe. Chloe's like, now it's time for me to go. All right. You're committing malpractice. Chloe, whoever's raising you should have the password to your phone.
Oh, yeah, that's my mom already has. Yeah.
That's standard. That's standard. All right. Because if not, very dangerous things can be taking place and they have no knowledge of it. Now, young people, I'm not trying to cramp your style, but the devil wants to kill you. And he can get access to you through your phone or to your computer. Let's talk a little bit about social media. Social media is a great tool for information and promotion. Okay? Just like back in the day, people said drums and instruments are evil. They're not evil. Drums enhance the worship of your church. Social media is not evil in and of yourself. We're on social media right now together for camp meeting. You're watching us on YouTube and Facebook. So social media is not evil in and of itself. It's a great tool for information and promotion. Serving as youth director of this conference, I've had the ability to contact and stay in touch with thousands of young people just off social media. So it's a great tool for information and promotion. Social media changes how we communicate. Young people don't send emails. All right. They don't use email to talk to people. A young person won't call you at all. And if you call them, they're looking at you like it's something strange. They probably won't even answer. But young people do communicate on social media. Has anybody ever heard of the term DMs? A DM is when they send you a message online. Do a lot of your friends, Chloe, communicate with DMs? Now, you're not going to tell on nobody. I'm not going to make you be a snitch and tell on everybody. But you've heard of that before, correct?
Yes, I have.
Okay. So a lot of young people communicate with social media, and a lot of older people are starting to do it as well. But let's deal with the facts today. Social media is addictive. It's addictive. Okay. There are people who are stuck in their phone. There are people who walk in the poles. There are people who fall down steps. There are people who stay in the bathroom too long because they're addicted to what they're doing on the phone. And usually it's due to social media. Social media can be used for evil. And we're going to get into that in a minute. But last but not least, young people should have oversight on social media. Hear me closely, everybody. Parents, until your young people are grown, if you let them get on social media, you should know what's taking place there. All right. And I need your feedback on this, everybody. If you're a parent or young person watching and you agree with that, let me know. Let me know. If you have any questions or comments as we teach today, let me know. We want to make sure that you are informed on all things social media. Chloe, you're 15 years old. In your house, what is your family's policy on social media?
Not to be on sites you're not supposed to, and that you should know what you're watching. And if you know what you're watching is wrong, you should turn off of it.
Somebody's teaching you the right thing. Do you have unlimited time on a phone or a computer, or is your time managed?
Time is managed.
Okay. Tell me about that, and tell me how you feel about that.
Well, I think our time should be managed so we can get into other things we like, such as outdoors, because it seems more it's fun to be outside than there is to be inside on your phone and stuff. But I think we should have some time up there as well. But yeah.
Somebody's raising you right. Somebody's raising you right, because have y'all noticed now on Christmas morning, no kids are outside no more? When I was growing up, you couldn't wait to get outside on Christmas morning. I mean, even if you go to neighborhoods now, you don't see kids playing anymore because they're attached to technology. Technology isn't evil, but the addiction to it definitely is. All right. Let's go back to our social media presentation. And right now, everybody, and you can screenshot this. If you email me, I'll send you a copy of this so you can have it yourself. And here's my email address. Again, we're about to break down all of the most popular social media sites and what they mean. Yesterday, I brought this slide up, though, to break down who the generations are. Among young people, here are the four main generations. Now, if you're older than this, there's a good chance you're a baby boomer. A baby boomer right now is 58 years old and older, okay? If you're in Generation X, you were born from 1965 to 1979. If you're a millennial, and in your church, they probably call all young people millennials. Did you all know there are no more teenage millennials? Millennials were born from 1995 to 1980. 1995 to 1980. So, folks, there are no more teenager millennials. The oldest millennial right now is 42 years old. We have grandparent millennials. Then you have Generation Z, born from 1996 to 2009. The oldest members of this group is 26. And then you have the Alpha generation. Those are 12 years old and younger. Chloe, what generation do you belong to?
I would say Z because I was born in 2007.
Okay. All right. Somebody's saying, please provide my email again in the chats. Absolutely. There you go. That's first my social media handle. You can find me all over social media at Pastor Donovan. And then my email address is right there, dwashington@sacsda.org. What generation did you say you were part of, Chloe?
Generation Z.
Okay. So you have people who are 26 to 13 in that generation. Okay. And that's the young people that I primarily minister to. But these are the generations. If you're older than 57, you're labeled as a baby boomer. If you're older than I think 72 or 73, you're labeled as a builder. I think, a builder. But these are the basic young people's generations. Now, let's break down different social media sites, okay? The one that we're on right now, that everybody is watching on, is Facebook, okay? Facebook is the grandfather site. It's the one that started it all. Next to YouTube, it's the primary broadcast site, okay? Recently, Facebook has been sued by the government and other entities for invasion of privacy. Okay. Facebook makes money from ads, and a big complaint about Facebook, they don't care where the ads come from. The ads can come from Russia. The ads can come from white supremacists. The ads can come from different groups, and they make their money from ads. Now, here's something else too. Facebook sells your personal information. Let me give somebody a recommendation out there. Don't put all your business on Facebook. If you put your birthday, don't put your year. Y'all know those little games that we say, tell me something about yourself, and you tell everything about yourself. Facebook says thank you. And they sell that to information. Now, who is Facebook popular among? Facebook is most popular among baby boomers. These are people over 57 years old, and older Gen X. So people from the ages of about 45 to 56. Okay. That is who Facebook is most popular now. I hate to say it, young people have left Facebook. Okay. Your grandma's on Facebook. Your auntie is on Facebook. When your grandma got on Facebook, you knew it was over. Okay. Just about every church is on Facebook. Your deacon is on Facebook. But there's still a danger. And y'all, if you have any questions or comments about what we're teaching today, there's still a danger. Just put it in the comments. There's still a primary danger on Facebook. And the primary danger is you getting scammed. Okay. If your grandma or your auntie is on Facebook, they've already been hacked. They've already been hacked. People get their personal information stolen all the time on Facebook. All the time. It's a hacker site. It's a site where people will take your information. And if you're not good with technology and you're putting all your information out there, just recently a friend of mine had his whole site taken over. His whole Facebook page, and a person was pretending to be him and asking for money from other people. Okay. Somebody says older people on Facebook after youth, and other people got on Snapchat. Absolutely. Absolutely. And we're going to get into that a little later on. Chloe, you're 15 years old. Do you have any knowledge about Facebook? Tell me about Facebook. When did you hear about it? Facebook came to be, let's see, I think before you were born. So tell us a little bit about Facebook in your mind. Facebook came out in 2007. What year were you born?
2007.
Okay, so Facebook it's been around as long as you've been alive. What do you know about Facebook as a 15-year-old?
People put all their business up there. They talk a lot up there. A lot of stuff goes on up there. My mom's on Facebook, but she doesn't do too much. If she posts something, it's just probably a nice message out there, just a nice Christian message. But I do know about some of the dangers up there, but not all of them. But
okay. So the main day, Facebook is a good site. We're using Facebook to teach people right now. But the primary danger on Facebook is that scams. You can get your information stolen. Does everybody see that? Okay. If you know that's happened to somebody, let us know in the chat. If you have questions or comments, let us know in the chat. Rodney says social media is a disadvantage and an advantage. And he begins to go break those things down, okay, on what social media is all about. You can read that yourself. Go back, pause the screen. You can read that. Thank you for sharing, Rodney. And Tiffany says you're right. Facebook began in 2004. I was thinking about when I got on Facebook. I got on Facebook in 2007. Thank you, Tiffany Bird, for letting us know when Facebook got started. So the primary danger is scamming for info. Let's go to the next site. Let's go to the next site. Chloe, have you heard of Twitter?
I have.
Tell me what you know about Twitter.
Twitter is kind of similar to Facebook. People put a lot of their information. I know Trump's up there. And
Not anymore. They kicked him off.
and I know that it is a site where people do a lot of stuff up there. A lot of people are mean, small messages, a lot of different stuff.
Yeah, Twitter began as different from Facebook. Facebook began kind of as a photo sharing site. Twitter began as a thought sharing site. They limited how many characters you had, and you saw basically people saying, I'm thinking about this, or I'm going here today. And it was just a thought sharing site. Now you can share images and stuff now, but Twitter's a thought sharing site. Now people use Twitter primarily for news. If you want to see what's trending around the world, if you want to see breaking news, people go to Twitter for that. Most celebrities and public figures are on Twitter. Chloe knew about Donald Trump being on Twitter, but he got kicked off of Twitter because he lies so much. Okay. And Twitter does not want to spread misinformation, though it happens there. Now, Twitter is a very liberal site. You can't just put everything up on Twitter. On Facebook, but on Twitter, there are no rules. Hear me closely, parents, particularly parents. Twitter allows nudity and pornography and risky content uncensored. Uncensored. Okay? If you have a minor in your house, I do not recommend they be allowed to get on Twitter because they can find everything. Everything. I do, Tiffany Bird. We're probably the same age. But they can find everything on Twitter. It's very liberal. The only thing they don't like promoting is hate speech, and that's where Donald Trump was taking off. Now, there's a movement to allow unrestricted speech. The owner of Tesla wants to buy Twitter, and he wants you to be able to say whatever you want and bring Donald Trump back on Twitter. Twitter is most popular among Gen X and older millennials, people my age and older millennials, people in their 30s, early 40s, love Twitter. It's not a lot of places for little kids and younger people, but they love Twitter. News outlets, celebrities love Twitter. But here's the primary danger, and don't miss out on this. The primary danger of Twitter is that your child may engage with a sex worker. Okay? Chloe, you ever heard of OnlyFans?
I think so.
Okay. OnlyFans is a site where individuals promote sex work and sexual images. And your child may come in contact with a prostitute, with a pimp, for people who are promoting sex work. Okay? Have mercy, Pastor. I didn't know about Twitter. Very informative. But that's why we're doing it. That's why we're doing it. My niece, Chloe, so excited for your glow. Who is that, Chloe?
That's my Aunt Josh. My younger cousin, though, she has a lemonade stand in Dallas, Texas, farmer market called Ovi Tamu.
Ooh, give her a shout out.
Hi, Ovi. Oh, and my cousin Noel, he sells cakes as well.
Wow, the family business is blowing up today. Okay, so parents, young people, you may want to steer clear of Twitter. It's a good site, but there are no restrictions on Twitter. Y'all talk to me. Did y'all know this? Do you have a Twitter account? Let me know in the chat. Here we go. And I know Chloe's heard of this. This is the gram. Instagram. Instagram is owned by Facebook. A lot of people don't know that. Facebook owns Instagram. As a matter of fact, when you post things on Instagram, it can go directly to Facebook if you want it. They are in lock sync with one another. It began as a different site. While Facebook was images and content, and Twitter was text, Instagram began as just a photo sharing site. Just photo sharing. That's all it began as, but it's morphed over time. Now, risky images are allowed, but no nudity or pornography. Instagram promotes very risky images Okay. If you're into certain things, you can find it on Instagram. It also has an algorithm where it will naturally begin showing you what you like based on what you look for. So if you have a young person that's on Instagram, all you have to do is look on their search page and you'll see what they've been looking at. And you'll see what their appetite is turned to. If you got a grown person and you want to bust them out, say, hey, let me see your Instagram, and go to the search or the For You page. And there you'll find everything that they're into, whether it's good or bad. Chloe, what have you heard about Instagram?
Well, my mom has Instagram. All my brothers have Instagram. And Instagram, I know, is connected to Facebook, and they do show very risky images up there.
Right.
And I know that people can chat up there as well and can call people, FaceTime. It's kind of similar to Snapchat, very similar. And I know that Instagram can get very risky as well.
Right. Oh, it can get, it is very popular among young people, but it is losing popularity because of the rise of Snapchat and TikTok. Okay. Watch this. This was documented before Congress. They created an algorithm to make the site more addictive among teenage girls. Congress brought this out. Google it, look it up. All right. A document leaked about the danger Instagram has to young people because of all of the social media sites. More young people were killing themselves because of Instagram than any other site. This was said before Congress. This is not a rumor. Now, Instagram is popular among millennials and older Gen Z. Okay? That's what's popular. But here's the primary danger of Instagram: teenage suicide due to self-image issues. Young girls and boys see these images on Instagram, and they have something on Instagram called filters. Okay? Chloe, you know what a filter is?
I do.
Break it down.
So a filter, it can make you look beautiful. It can add eyelashes, lipstick. It can add a lot of stuff. And filters are very popular to be used whenever you're taking a picture.
It can change how you talk. It can change your eye color. It can change your face structure. It can make you look like a totally different person. And young people get lost in the fantasy. And so when they put a filter on, they feel beautiful. But when the filter's gone, they don't. They don't measure up anymore. Or they'll see somebody beautiful on Instagram and say, I'm not that. And there've been a rash of teenage suicide so bad that Instagram founders had to be called to Congress and explain this internal memo on why they are marketing to young people. Y'all, please share this with somebody. Rosemary Graham, you are right. They increase depression among young people. Okay? All right. Somebody says that a lot of social media is toxic because their algorithms uphold toxic beauty standards, especially on Instagram. That was my daughter that put that there. I don't allow my daughters to be on social media like that. I don't. And can I tell you something else? Watch this, everybody. The founders of these companies don't let their kids on the site. They want your kids. They want your kids. They're not letting their kids get on the site. Okay? And so Instagram is very, very dangerous, and it affects the social structure of our kids. That they have low self-esteem. They don't think they're beautiful. They lighten their dark skin. They slim their wide nose. They make their big lips smaller. And it affects their self-esteem, leading to suicide. Okay? Now, for those who just joined us, so far we've covered Facebook, which is an old people site now. We've covered Twitter, which allows nudity. Okay? And you need to know that there's a very danger with that. And now we've covered Instagram, where the primary danger is teenage suicide. I mean, Instagram is a very dangerous site, folks. Now, all of these sites can be used for good. The primary danger of Facebook, scams, losing your money, giving your personal information. Primary danger of Twitter, there's a good chance your young person can encounter a sex worker. Primary danger of Instagram, teenage suicide due to self-image issues. Peggy Roy says we must give our children a foundation of Christ and beauty within so these sites don't appeal to them. And listen, I'm on all these sites. I'm not saying they're inherently evil, but particularly with Instagram, it was created to make it addictive to young people and to change their image. This is a documented fact, okay? And so you got to watch out for that. And hopefully you're learning something today and you can share this with someone. I can give these slides to you. I can email them to you, or you can always go back to YouTube and Facebook and watch this presentation so it blesses you even more. Chloe, have you learned something so far about these sites?
I have. I've learned a lot about the dangers up there. And my mom as well has told me about the dangers on a lot of these sites.
Okay. All right. Now let's go to the most popular sites. All right, here we go. Uh-oh. Big smile came on Chloe's face there because everybody her age and younger knows about TikTok. Now, it originated in China. That's where TikTok originated. It is monitored in China. Chinese young people within the borders of China are only able to do educational things on TikTok. But for the rest of the world, they want them to do silly stuff and stupid stuff. TikTok originated as a dance app. Okay? It was an app where you put music and then you did little dances too. And it was called something else. I forgot what it was called. Go ahead, Chloe.
It actually was originated. The Chinese brought it from another app back then around 2016-15 called Musical.ly, which is like a lip singing app where you sing to your favorite songs. I actually had it one time.
Yeah. I forgot what that app was called. But you're right. You sing the songs and then it turned into a dancing app. And now it's not that anymore. It's really an app that emphasizes viral video and de-emphasizes text. They don't want you reading on this app. Even if you put something in the text, it's in white and it's very hard to see. They want to de-emphasize reading. Chloe, why do you think it's a problem to not encourage young people to read?
Well, reading is a main factor, a fundamental for everything. Everything around you is reading. When you're doing a math problem, you're reading. When you're doing science, you're reading. When you're out, you're reading. And I think that reading was taken away from there because they don't want people reading as much in visuals. They think you should do visuals and look at it, listen, but they don't want you to read.
Yeah, TikTok is the most addictive app. People will stay on TikTok all day long, going down a rabbit hole because it caters to what you want as well. Once you start looking for things on TikTok, TikTok will give you exactly what you want, and you'll keep looking and looking and looking. Okay? It's very addictive. It is now the most popular app in the world. Okay? More people go to TikTok, and this is amazing when I read this, than to Google. Okay? It's the most popular app in the world. Sister Bird, you are correct. The app that it was called Musical.ly. Right. And it wasn't Vine, but Vine was kind of like TikTok. Okay? And Vine would have you do crazy stuff. Come on, Chloe. What would they say? Do it for the what?
Do it for the Vine.
Do it for the Vine. Look at this. I'm so glad I have you on here. The frontal lobe is more engaged when reading than not. Absolutely. And young people not only have stopped reading, they've stopped communicating. Okay, you try to have a conversation with some young people. Chloe's the exception. Chloe has been a blessing to this broadcast today because she obviously knows how to communicate well. But some young people barely grunt at you. All right, because they're just used to being visually stimulated. Okay, visually stimulated. Yes, it's similar to Facebook Watch, but Facebook Watch caters to old people. I don't mean to out you, Melba, but it caters to old people. Okay. TikTok does not allow nudity. It's very conservative with that. As a matter of fact, they even have rules for what body parts you can show. But if you're looking for it, you can find it. And there are provocative things on TikTok. It's most popular with Gen Z, 26 to 13, and Generation Alpha, 12 and under. Okay? 12 and under. And it is rampant in schools. They're known to promote challenges that have kids do risky stuff. But here's another thing, too. Here are the primary dangers: addiction, time management, and poor communication. You will spend all day learning a TikTok dance, but you can't tell me who Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John are. You'll spend all day trying to get the choreography, huh? And you barely can get through your ABCs. Star, yes. TikTok is more popular than Google now. It gets you to invest in things that make no difference. So you can become a TikTok star off of nothing. And young people now, instead of saying, I want to be a dentist or an astronaut or a lawyer or a pastor or a business person, now they want to do two things. I want to be a TikTok star or a YouTube star. That's the desire. Chloe, you heard young people say that?
I have.
What are they saying?
So YouTube isn't one of the other apps that you can use to post stuff. There's other stuff called Discord, Twitch, where people do gaming and they live stream as well up there. And I normally hear it from some younger kids, but I do from other younger kids. I do hear they do want to be stuff, but most of our generation say they want to be TikTok stars, YouTubers, etc.
Yeah, that's what people say. That's what people say. Thank you for sharing that. Thank you so much for sharing that. All right. So that's the danger. The danger is this is highly addictive. Your time management gets thrown off, and then you have poor communication skills. Now, we're not going to go over every site, but there's one last one I want to focus on. And in my opinion, this is the most sinister, site, and it's called Snapchat. Now, hear me closely. Snapchat is a chat and story sharing app. People can communicate directly to one another on Snapchat. It's a very popular communication app. And here's why it's popular. Clandestine communication. In other words, if you send someone a message, as soon as they see it, the message is erased forever. If someone screenshots or takes a picture of the message, it informs you that somebody did that. And somebody, Sister Dixon said it right. You might as well call it sneaky chat. Okay? It is the chat that allows you to be risky. It's also the cheating chat. When people have affairs, they use Snapchat because there's no record of what you put. None. And that's why people love it. It's popular among Gen Z and Alpha, but everyone uses it. And here's the danger. It's a haven for sex workers and pedophiles. People who are looking for underage relationships. All right. Your teenage daughter is being approached by a grown man on Snapchat. Your teenage son is being approached by a grown woman prostitute on Snapchat. Okay. Hip hop artists make songs about Snapchat. People who don't want to give out their phone number, they say, I'll give you my Snap. And that's how they stay in touch. That's how they stay in touch. What do you have to say about Snapchat, Chloe?
Well, like you said, a lot of people these days normally say Snapchat for them to give out. If you want to talk to them, call them, they'll do that. But Snapchat is a high risk, and mostly a lot of my friends in particularly have Snapchat and they use it a lot, and Instagram as well. And Snapchat is pretty risky, and I don't think a lot of people should use it because of the high risk up there.
Wow. And this is coming from a young person. This is coming from, I didn't pay her to say that. I didn't ask her to say that. Now, don't get me wrong. Her mama right there in the room and auntie right there in the room. But you have to be aware. You have to be aware. Today, we've went over Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and Snapchat. The danger of Snapchat, sex workers will try to approach your young people and pedophiles. The danger of TikTok, addiction, time management, and poor communication. The danger of Instagram, self-image issues and suicide. The danger of Twitter, pornography and nude images. And the danger of Facebook is financial scams. Financial scams. And that's our presentation today in our current events and hot topics roundtable. We are closing out right now. There are other sites, but I just wanted to hit on those main ones. And in the future, we'll talk about that more. I have really enjoyed being here in this space with you all this week. It's been a real blessing. It's been a real blessing. I love serving the young people of South Atlantic, and I'm honored to have so many young people who've joined us every day and who wanted to be a part of this, and we thank you. I want to particularly thank Chloe Green today. Chloe, thank you so much for being a part of our presentation. Do you want to say any parting shots or last comments before I let you go?
Well, I just want to say everybody to be safe when they're on the social media sites, and there should be time management and to have fun as well, but a certain amount of fun, and that we should all have our time up there and not a lot of time. And we should all take the time to go outside, get some fresh air, have fun, read a book, because there is some good books out there that some kids that I know love. And I think we should take our time as well in Jesus Christ to look at his word more often. Sometimes we can just make a little challenge, a fun challenge, not a TikTok challenge on, remembering Bible verses, doing our devotion more often. And that we should, that these social media sites are not all bad, because we can promote them for church programs, businesses, and a lot of different stuff. And I just want to say thank you so much for having me up here, and be safe while you're on the social media sites.
You have a bright future, Chloe. Bright future.
Yeah.
I foresee great things from you. Stay in the Lord. The things that your family has taught you will save your life. And so continue on the right path. And when you do great things and become a multimillionaire one day, just remember old Pastor Washington. If I could just visit the guest house and have some watermelon, I'll be happy. Your family's doing a great job with you. Your parents are doing a great job. Thank you for joining us. You've been an outstanding guest. And I want to thank you, South Atlantic family. This brings an end. It brings an end to our youth and young adult camp meeting noon services. We wrap up today, and we will not be on tomorrow at noon. It's a Sabbath day. We want you to enjoy with your family and friends. And the hot topics have been a real blessing, and we've had a lot of fun. Hopefully you had a laugh this week on our icebreakers. Hopefully you've learned something to strengthen your relationship with God and your relationship with young people and your families. I want to encourage you to join us tonight at 6:00, right on these same channels. Tonight at 6:00, we'll have Pastor Daniel Kelly as our speaker out of Charlotte. And our singer will be Joelle Thomas, a wonderful singer who will be sending us a great message. And we'll have a young adult co-host as well. And so we want you to join us tonight at 6. This is our last Friday night concert. Okay, this is our last Friday night concert, and we want you. Our Friday night service, and we want you to join us for a great end to our camp meeting, and then we'll wrap everything up Sabbath morning with our 11 o'clock service. Jewel will be coming back. We'll bring about Yamaka Lawton again. We're going to have a presentation from Nashby, some good gospel hip hop, and our speaker will be Pastor Jason Ridley out of New York. Chloe, they love you. I may have to put you on payroll. All right, they love you. Okay, they love you, and we may have to bring you back, Chloe. God bless you all. Thank you for being a part of our youth ministry, and never, ever, ever forget that if God be for us, who can be against us? I love you all. The joy of my life to serve you. Have a wonderful weekend. Enjoy your 4th of July, secretly Juneteenth weekend. Enjoy your cookout. Remember my top 5. And just know that we're praying for you as we end this segment of camp meeting. Join us tonight as we celebrate, and we'll see you in the morning. God bless you all, and we love you.